Hey, Piston here. This is tutorial number 3. Now we're going on to the scenery and supports. Supports just make your roller coaster look realistic, because you can't have a floating roller coaster. And the scenery just adds some spice to the otherwise bland area. So the first thing I'm going to do is supports. So what you're going to want to do for supports is you're going to go into the top view. It's easiest to place supports in. Sometimes you might need to use a different view, but for now we're going to use the top view. So what you want to do is you're going to click this button over here. It's for supports. And you choose, and since we want just a normal support, nothing crazy, we're just going to click this over here. It's just a one support like a tower. Normal. So you just click on the track where you want them. I'm going to space them out. And red dots appear showing where that is. So yeah. So you can place them all around. But mind you, these are the normal supports. When we get to things like this loop, we're going to have to go to more complicated supports. Even here, I might have to start using slightly different supports, because as you notice, in 3D, the supports might just not work on the bottom. And here, you can't put supports on the bottom of this. So you have to put them on, like, on the sides. This one, I guess you could put it on the bottom, but you've also got to be careful. Sometimes you can't, especially with this loop. So I'm going to go back to the top view. Add the supports to this. Make sure you're back to here. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the loop. The loop has complicated supports. So there's all different supports here. For the loop, what we're going to do is we're going to do this support for the sides. The problem with this right now is it's facing the wrong direction. So we're going to go into 3D mode and I'll show you what I mean. See, if you look at it, it's not facing the right way. See? It's just wrong. So sometimes you have to go with the normal supports just because these supports just don't work. Just the direction that they face. These supports you can't rotate. So back to the top view. So we're going to zoom in for a closer point. We're going to go to the single supports, normal, and place them normally on the edges. But now we've got the top. So what we want to do is this is the top. So we place this support. When you go into 3D, see, it makes a top support to support it. Now, my loop did somehow get messed up, but I can fix that. Yay. See? Okay, so that's the supports. Oh, I seem to be lacking a support there. That looks ugly. Anyway, so those are the supports, and they just make it look realistic. No floating roller coasters allowed. Yeah. I'm just gonna add a support or two more. There we go. Yay. So, next is scenery. Scenery, you can click up here. And there, you have a bunch of options. I'm going to go with the oak tree. They look very nice. So you click that, and you don't have to do anything else. You just click scenery, and then oak tree. And if this isn't selected, you make sure this is selected. Image of a tree. And you just click the place. So I can scatter a few around, rapidly clicking them. So now, if I want other trees, maples, or how about fir trees? And maybe this one, very nice tree. Oh, and how about some in the middle? Beautiful. So that just adds some nice effects. See, now it just looks more like it's more it's spice. You don't have to do it, but it's just a good feature to know that there's trees. Also, if you had a file that's in a .3ds file, not many. It's the computer aided design file type. You can import those to the and put those in the world. But that's all the basics on supports and scenery. Yeah. Well, that's the end of this tutorial. Until next time. Bye.